Right guys, hello and welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be reviewing who I think the top 10 away fans are in England. Before we start, just going to make it clear that I am not including any of the top 6 teams. Let's go! Kicking off this list in 10th place I've gone for West Bromwich Albion. One of the founding members of the Football League in the 1800s. They are a club with great tradition, great history, and currently sits second in the Championship before the season was suspended. And in the 2019-20 season, they had the third highest away attendances in the Championship. They averaged over 2,000 away fans at every game. So West Bromwich Albion are my number 10. Now my 9th place is Coventry City. Yes, I know people are going to say this is biased, and it probably is. My reason for putting Coventry City 9th is because of the hardship the fans have had to go through. In the 70s, 80s and 90s, Coventry played at Highfield Road and in the Premiership, and they were the glory days for the club. But in 2001 we got relegated to the Championship, and not long after that we left our beloved home Highfield Road to go and play at the Ricoh Arena, which we didn't own. Not long after that we were relegated to League One, and then we couldn't afford to play at the Ricoh anymore. So we spent over a season at Northampton, but after over a year away from Coventry we returned to the Ricoh Arena for a sellout home game against Gillingham. But in typical Coventry fashion, problems arose again, and we've had to leave the Ricoh for a second time. We now play at Birmingham's ground, St Andrews, and we don't know when we're returning to Coventry. Despite all that, Coventry's fans are brilliant on the road. We've averaged the second best away following in League One this season after the Mackhams. So Coventry City, I'm putting us 9th. In 8th place I've gone for FC United of Manchester. Yes, that's right, FC United of Manchester, not Manchester United. Some of you might be thinking, who are FC United of Manchester? Well, they are a non-league club that play below the National League at the moment. The club was founded in 2005 and was a bit of a protest at the high prices of the Manchester United football. They sing anti-Manchester United songs and anti-Glazers songs at their games. They have by far the best following below the National League, and I have a soft spot for FC United of Manchester, so I've put them 8th. In 7th place I've gone for Birmingham City, the club that Coventry City are ground sharing with at the moment. Probably not the best home fans in the Championship, but certainly one of the better away fans. They take thousands everywhere and are always vocal. They too averaged about 2,000 away fans in the Championship like West Brom, so I've put Birmingham City 7th. In 6th place I've gone for Millwall Football Club. Look at that photo of their fans fighting each other. That sums up Millwall Football Club to me. Yes, they might have a bad reputation, but I love the passion and hatred that the Millwall fans bring to the games. I remember in 2016 when Millwall came to Coventry and threw loads of clumps of mud at a bus for some reason. Must just prefer the train. But anyway, Millwall, you're my number 6. In 5th place I've gone for Sheffield Wednesday, a club with great tradition and great history. That big fan there, I believe he's called Tango Man. He's always at the Sheffield Wednesday games with his top off, and that picture sums up English football to me. Just look at his belly, that's full of matchday burgers. He probably eats the matchday programmes as well, just look at him. Sheffield Wednesday fans are class. They had the second best following in the Championship up until the season was suspended, with over 2,600 away fans at every game. So I've put Sheffield Wednesday 5th. In 4th place I've had to go for Aston Villa. Once again, it annoys me having to put Aston Villa in one of these lists, but you've got to give them credit. Their away fans are brilliant. They have travelled in their numbers this season in the Premier League, despite losing a lot of their away games. You can always trust Aston Villa fans to be loud and passionate, so well done Aston Villa, I've put you 4th. In 3rd place I've gone for Sunderland. Despite playing in League One at the moment, you can always trust Sunderland to take thousands and sell out any away game no matter where it is. And not only does Sunderland have to travel miles to every away game, but they have also had some really bad luck over the last couple of seasons. In typical Sunderland fashion, their fans always turn up in droves. So Sunderland, I've put you 3rd. Now in second place I've gone for Leeds United, who were currently sat top of the Championship until the season was suspended, and they also had the best support in the Championship. They'd taken an average of over 3,000 fans to every away game this season. Just think of that, an average of over 3,000 fans in the second division of English football. You wouldn't get that in any other second division in Europe. Leeds United, in my opinion, belong in the Premiership. They've got Premier League history and Premier League fans, a Premier League ground, so hopefully they will get promoted this season. A lot of respect for Leeds United. I've put you second. Right, and that leaves my first place. My first place is Newcastle United, a massive club with a massive fan base. And what impresses me about these northeast teams like Sunderland and Newcastle is they are miles, hundreds of miles from every ground, and they literally always turn up in droves. And you've got to remember, Newcastle United are a massive club and they should be battling in the top half of the Premiership, not in the bottom half. And that's due to poor investment and poor management from Mike Ashley. But potentially Newcastle could be getting new owners over this summer, so let's see where that takes them. But Newcastle United are by far the best away fans in England, in my opinion. I went to St James's Park on New Year's Day, and that was my first time to Newcastle and to St James's Park, and I was really impressed. Despite them losing 3-0 to Leicester, their support was really good, and I could just imagine what it's like when they actually win a game. But I have also been to an away game with them. In 2016 or 17, I went to St Andrews in the Newcastle away end. I think it was an FA Cup game, and they had over 5,000 fans for a third round game of the FA Cup. It was mental. The Newcastle fans were treating it like it was an FA Cup final. The Newcastle fans are brilliant and passionate, and they are my number one. Right, thanks for watching everyone. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace out.